Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the new DAL CYCLONE T3056C prop. It's a 3-bladed 3-inch prop, and I've been testing this out on my XJB 145. I had previously been using the GemFan 3052 prop. It's a pretty good prop, and I'm going to sort of talk about the differences between these two specific props. I know there's a lot of other 3-inch props out there, but I'm not going to go into all that because I mainly have been using the 3052 GemFan up to this point, and I actually like both of these props for different reasons, and I'll kind of explain as to what the differences are. Mainly, the difference in the Cyclone here is I think it's a little bit more durable. I haven't really had too many issues in terms of durability for the GemFan props because I haven't really been crashing this too much, but they do bend back from crashes, and the Cyclones do the same. They bend and they bend back. The structure of the prop is quite a bit different from the GemFan. I'll just put them side by side. You can see what they look like. The GemFan has got more straight edges. The blade itself is more flat compared to the Cyclone. The Cyclone has like these sort of ripples in them. It's very hard to come out in the camera, but it's a little bit more ripply. You kind of see it from this profile here on the side, and that does give it a different aerodynamic effect. You have this sort of downturn in the prop on the GemFan, kind of looks like a bird's wing, and the tapers back to this point here. Also, that's very iconic of the Flash series from the GemFan. You have this sort of shape for the scoop. Kind of comes up off of the hub and has this nice little curve here. It's very smooth, and it reflects in the way it sounds in flight. On the Cyclone, the scoop is like, just like a lot of other Cyclones, you have this sort of negative scoop on the top side here. So you have it's just like on the 2035s, it comes down to a negative scoop on this part of the prop. Then you flip it over to their side here, and you have an opposite scoop over here on this side of the prop, which leads, it almost seems like the prop is twisted somehow, but that's sort of the way this prop works. And the way it comes out in terms of the flight characteristics and the power is that it's a quieter prop than the GemFan 3052, and it's more efficient than the 3052. So when I was flying the GemFan on the XJB before, I got shorter flight times, probably about almost a minute less, I would say, for comparable aggressive flying on the same battery. When I was flying on a 650 4S battery. So if you're going to be flying the 3052, you probably want to go with a bigger battery. The 3052 has more top-end speed than the Cyclone. I think that if you max out the throttle on the 3052, you'll get more punch out than on the Cyclone. But I think the Cyclone is more efficient overall. If you want to go for more battery life, definitely look at the Cyclone. I felt like I got more flight time on the Cyclone than on the GemFan. In terms of general performance around mid-throttle, they felt fairly similar, although the GemFan was noisier, and the Cyclone seemed to have a little bit less prop wash than the GemFan on hard turns when you back into your own prop wash. This prop, the Cyclone, was not as didn't oscillate as much on similar PIDs. So I thought the tuning was a little bit better on the Cyclone than the GemFan. At the lower end of the throttle band, I thought that they were pretty much the same. Handling seemed fairly similar in terms of cornering, sharp turns, and such. I think mainly the difference was on the top end. There's a little bit more power on the GemFan versus the Cyclone. However, the Cyclone has pretty good power even on the top end as well, and you'll see that in the flight footage. I didn't think that the power was lacking in any way, and if you're going for more battery life, I think this would be a better prop. Now, if we just look at the weight of these two props, I think it will also reflect the differences here. 1.63 grams for the GemFan, and we're coming at 1.76 grams for the Cyclone. So yeah, it's a heavier prop, and I think that makes a difference in terms of how the prop spins up and how fast it can go on the same motor. The GemFan will spin up quicker and give you more top end speed quicker than the Cyclone will. Anyway, it's going to do it for this quick discussion of these two props. I think that they're both very good props, and I think that you should probably test them out and see what will work better for you and the kind of flying you do. I think they're pretty similar. It's just that I think the Cyclone's a little bit more efficient and has a little bit less power than the Gem Fan. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you the flight footage. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.